Great day. Super, super excited about this live English lesson we're going to do and having some fun. Doing this is always just getting to learn English with you guys and teach English. Actually, what I meant to say, teach English with you guys is so, so fun. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate that I get to teach you English, that you guys learn English with me, and that we just continue, man, to just have a good time together. Learning English. So as you're watching this video, as we get started, as always, let me know where you're from. Comment below where you're from, where you're learning English at with us today. That's super, super cool to always see. And we're going to have some fun. In this lesson, I'm actually going to talk about how you can learn English with me. And it's going to also say that you're going to be able to learn English for free. Now, how cool is that you get to learn English 100% free with me and having some fun? I'm just so excited to be able to do this with you guys. As you can see, it says Fox English Learning. This is going to be our weekly learning outline. So this is going to be the outline for how it's going to look each week for you guys to learn English from free. Actually learn English for free every week. And hello from Laos. Thanks so much for checking this out. I live in the United States of America. Hello from Cambodia. Thanks for joining us also with this lesson. I know it's a little laggy, but it'll pick back up and we'll get this corrected and making sure the videos don't freeze. But thank you guys so much for checking this video out. Yeah, we're just going to break down some things on how to learn English. And hello from Vietnam. Thank you so much. So Southeast Asia, represent. You guys are in the building. You guys are killing it. We got 3 Southeastern Asian countries. Super excited to be teaching you guys, but we're going to be looking at our weekly learning outline and how that's going to look for you guys and show you guys, okay, this is how you can learn English for free 100%, not 100%. So 6 out of 7 days in the week, you'll be able to learn English 100% for free. So we're going to make sure this video is not lagging too much. Make sure that we're getting it working, making sure it's flowing well, and that you guys can follow along with this. So let me get to this next screen, and we'll get this going to have a good time just learning English with you guys. So this is going to be our weekly outline for learning English. As you can see, you're going to have English lessons on Monday and Friday. So every Monday and Friday, we're going to have a new English lesson. Every Monday and every Friday, there will be a new English lesson. And you'll have tests on those lessons every Tuesday and Thursday. So every Monday and Wednesday, you'll have a free English lesson. And then every Tuesday and Thursday, you'll have a test based off those lessons. And then Friday, we'll have a big review that reviews everything we went over that week. So make sure you guys remember that every Monday and Wednesday will be a new English lesson. Okay. And then on Tuesday and Thursday, you will have a test based off those lessons. And then on Friday, we'll have a really big review. So a big review over those lessons. And that's how we'll break those down and continue to do those. Okay. So remember that, and that will help you guys, flow as we're learning English. Also, we're going to have daily videos coming out every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So every Monday, we'll have Slang Monday, and I'll break that down. We'll have Phrasal Verb Tuesday, Grammar Wednesday, Practical Thursday, and Quote Friday. We'll break all those down, get all of those going, and then also we'll always have a Facebook Live lesson every Saturday. I know those. I look so forward to doing these. And hello, all my friends saying hello in the comment section. Thanks so much for joining and just saying hello to us and letting us have some fun while we're learning English. So as we keep going, we're going to look at some more of this outline. So remember, you're going to have our English lessons every Monday through Friday. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, you'll have your English test. Okay, so to go lesson test, review. So lesson test, review. And that'll be how that works. Okay. And then they're going to be available on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, I'll have this linked after this video in the description above or below, depending on where you're watching this at. That will give you the ability to click that link. You can download Anchor on your phone or download Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, whatever you use, and you can learn English for free. And that's how you'll get access to those free lessons that I know you guys appreciate and love so much. Also, as you're joining, keep letting us know where you're from. We have Southeast Asia in the building. We have Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos. Who else do we have represented? That would be cool to see. Comment below where you're from. Let me know so I can say hello from you. And then someone says, I really want to improve my knowledge. Please help. This outline will help. You'll get to learn English Monday through Saturday with me, and then sometimes even on Sundays. So remember, this is how this is breaking down for you. And then also you can message me on Facebook if you have any questions. And if you can, send me an audio message. That way you get to practice speaking English. I get to hear how you're speaking. And also it's easier for me to respond if you send an audio message. And we have Malaysia here. Man, you guys are killing it. We got Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, and Malaysia. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for joining this lesson. And let me teach you guys. And hello again from Cambodia. You guys are awesome. So remember, you have that lesson test, and then we'll do a big review. So make sure you click on those. I'll have the link for these above or below, depending on where you're watching from. And I did want to throw this random question in here. I know we have been discussing simple past a little bit on Facebook, and I posted a question a few days ago, but I wanted to see if you guys knew the answer to this. What kind of verbs will end in ed when in the simple past form? What kind of verb is that? Now, there's two types of verbs you'll see in there, but what type of verb will end in ed when used in the simple past form? How many of you guys know this? Comment it in the comment section if you know the answer to this question. Okay. How many, let me make sure I read the question correctly for you guys, is what kind of verbs will end in ed when in the simple past form? I see somebody got this one correct. Does anybody else know what kind of verb or what kind of verb is going to end in ed when written in the simple past form? I'll give you guys just a few more seconds to answer that question. But what type of verbs will end in ed when written in the simple past form? Good job, guys. So this would be a regular verb, okay? So we talked about this on Facebook in the question I posted, which was, do all simple past verbs end in ed? And remember, that was the one that was split kind of 50-50. But regular verbs is the answer. Regular verbs are going to be the ones that you end in ed. So we talked about the example of walk. If you want to say walk in the simple past form, it will be walked. WALKED. That's a regular verb. But remember, irregular verbs kind of do their own thing. They won't end in ed. So if you have hit, you would say hit if you're talking about in the simple past. So good job to the students getting that right. I think one of my Cambodian students got that right. I can't say your name, but it looks like DY. So DY, good job getting that right. I just wanted to throw that question in here to see how you guys would do. All right. So along with the free lessons that we're going to have coming out every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, with a lesson on Monday, test on Tuesday, lesson on Wednesday, test on Thursday, and with a big review on Friday, I'm also going to post weekly videos, or actually daily videos, Monday through Friday on Facebook and YouTube. So if you like to use Facebook more, the videos will be on there. And also, if you like to watch videos on YouTube, they'll be on there. And also, I think it's Gabrielle. You got that answer right, too. You put regular verbs. So good job, Gabrielle, getting that right. Or Gabriel. I'm not sure what the name was, but good job. So on Facebook and on YouTube, we'll post the daily videos, which, remember, it was Slang Monday, Phrasal Verb Tuesday, Grammar Wednesday, Practical Thursday, and Quote Friday. And I just kind of want to explain to you guys what it is and how this works and how you'll be able to flow with that. So Slang Monday. Slang is super, super important with learning English. And slang is typically something that you will not learn in a textbook. Slang is something that you'll need to learn just through native speakers and understanding how they use it. So what is slang? It's a type of language that consists of words and phrases that are widely informal. So these are going to be informal phrases, and this is going to be based off people groups and group of people, how they use it. But remember, it's super informal. Some examples of slang, or if somebody says, "Hey, bruh," or like, "Hey, that's really cool." A is not a word, and it's some slang. So every Monday I'll be coming out with a video teaching you guys some slang to help you learn English. And why is slang so important? Because native speakers use slang all the time, all the time. So can you use slang in the exam? So it depends on what kind of exam you're talking about with that question of can you use slang in an exam. It depends on the question what kind of exam. Comment that and I'll try to answer it. But you want to use slang, especially when communicating with native speakers. Also, so you can understand what they're saying, because if they say slang and you have no idea about slang, then you'll have no idea what they're talking about. So make sure that you understand slang. That's why that's so important. And that's why I'll be teaching that every Monday. So every Monday, there will be a video out talking about slang. Okay. Every Tuesday, we're going to have Phrasal Verb Tuesday. And you all know that phrasal verbs are so important with learning English. So every Tuesday, we're going to come out with a phrasal verb video teaching you guys how to use a certain phrasal verb and things like that. And remember, phrasal verbs are just kind of like a group of verbs or a verb and a preposition that come together, and the phrase means something specific, like look up. Can you look up this name? It doesn't mean literally to look up. It means, can you find that name for me if I tell you to look something up? We'll walk through stuff like that. So getting you guys to understand what some phrasal verbs are. Like ain't is not so informal. That is correct. You don't want to say ain't when talking to people. That ain't is good for a phrasal, for some slang. And what is slang of apple in English? So I'm not sure what you mean by that. You would just call an apple or some fruit. There's not much slang for specific fruit, but there's going to be slang when you're just talking to native speakers. So you'll hear they use it, like the phrase ain't. That's not formal at all. Or like the phrase "a bruh," or if someone says "what's poppin'." Now, if someone says "what's poppin'" to you, that does not mean what is like pop, pop, pop. What's popping is like, man, what's up? What's going on? That's some slang that I wanted to teach you guys so you can make sure you understand native speakers as effectively as possible. And then you have Phrasal Verb Tuesday, where we'll break down phrasal verbs on that day. And also remember, that'll be on Facebook and YouTube. And then we're going to have Grammar Wednesday. You guys know that grammar is so important with understanding native speakers and so that you yourself sound like a native speaker. So we're going to especially focus on tenses. So like simple past, simple present, present continuous, simple future. We're going to focus on specific tenses with these videos so you guys can make sure you're saying things correctly when speaking, talking about these tenses and using grammar and speaking in English. Also, if you're watching and you haven't commented where you're from, like Henry, where are you from? You said, "Hey, teacher, let me know where you guys are from." That's super encouraging. I know we have Southeast Asia in the building, and that's some slang for you guys as well. There's no people from Southeast Asia in my home, but when I say in the building, that just means here. So on this Facebook Live, Southeast Asia is representing. They are in the building. We have Malaysia, Vietnam, Cambodia, and also I think we had somebody from Laos. That's super awesome. So make sure you guys know that, and we'll keep killing that. So Grammar Wednesday, remember, we'll focus on tenses, how they work, and we'll have a lot of fun with those and breaking those down, okay? Grammar Wednesday is going to be fun. Also, we're going to have Practical Thursday. You know, when you hear Practical Thursday, you're like, Justin, what in the world are you talking about? But practical, it's going to be concerned with the acts of doing something, not just an idea or a theory. So a lot of times you guys may know in theory, okay, that's how you talk about this and that what that means. So in theory, it pretty much means something in your mind. But I want to show you guys how to practically talk about things in English. So like if I was in this room and you see that I have this bottle right here, I would talk about this bottle in English. I would talk about how you refer to a bottle, how you can tell someone to get that bottle for you, just anything like that that's going to be super, super practical. So something that you could go home and practice yourself. And also, I'm going to be asking you guys to do this. So if I myself as a native speaker can point out things in the room to talk about, you need to practice that way also. You need to, as you see things around the home, as you're out somewhere, even if it's in your mind, just think about, okay, how do you say that in English? How can I talk about that in English? And then you can actually talk about it with yourself or practice, or your friends may think you're crazy. But that's some things you can do to help improve your English, okay? So let's keep moving. That's going to be Practical Thursday. And then we're going to have Quote Friday. And guys, I'm going to be honest. This is what I am most excited about, is Quote Friday. And why am I so excited about Quote Friday? Because I believe out of everything we're doing, this is going to be one of the most important things with helping you improve your English, okay? So Quote Friday. So what is a quote? It's a phrase or a statement that someone said. So it's just someone said, example, you eat an elephant one bite at a time. So I myself do not eat elephants. I do not. But it's a phrase that talks about how to accomplish a big task. So an elephant is something that's big, right? So how do you eat an elephant? You got to eat it one bite at a time. That is going to let you know. That is a quote. And then what we're going to do, yes, we're going to work on pronunciation, but that is something that requires you guys doing it. So Tran, I just saw you ask that question. I'll explain why, but yes, we'll work on pronunciation. You're working on pronunciation right now. You're listening to how I am pronouncing words. With each video, you're going to hear how I'm pronouncing things. So pronunciation is going to be on you. You're going to have to practice your pronunciation. I'll do some videos on how to correctly pronounce some things, but that's a big thing. That's your responsibility. So make sure you are speaking English as much as possible, okay? So back to Quote Friday. How Quote Friday is going to work. I'm going to have a quote of the video. So like this one, you eat an elephant one bite at a time. And what we're going to talk about in this one is you're going to have to agree or disagree and explain why in the comment section. So let's say if I said the quote, you eat an elephant one bite at a time. You are going to have to agree or disagree with that quote in the comment section and explain why. So this is going to get your mind working so you can explain why you agree or disagree with something when speaking in English, okay? So Quote Friday, I'm super excited about. I'll give you guys my opinion on those videos, and also you'll get to give your opinion of those videos as well. And if you haven't already, go ahead and comment below where you're from. That's super cool to see where you guys are from, super encouraging. And I always love to know where my students are from. And I hope you guys are enjoying this lesson so far. I know some people may not be enjoying it. We're still working out the technical difficulties on how to get everything working together and getting the video quality right. So bear with me as we get better each video, okay? So just bear with me on that. And then remember, every Saturday, we're going to have that Facebook Live English lesson. So do you guys get this? I hope you guys get it. You're going to get free English learning every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 100% for free. So it's on you guys. I am creating the opportunity for you guys to learn English 100% free, to where this next page is going to explain to you. I'm going to go ahead and go to this page. So you have no excuse for not being a better English speaker a year from now. You have no excuse. If a year from now you have not improved your English, there's no one to blame but yourself. You can't say, I don't have any English speakers here. I don't have anyone to practice with. I don't have anyone to teach me. I'm teaching you everything you need to know with English. It's all about you doing, it's this word right here. It's called a practitioner. A practitioner is someone who practiced something and does it. Now, you guys can watch my English learning videos every day. But if you aren't practicing your English, you're not going to get any better by just watching me. You may improve your listening skills, but you won't improve your ability to speak English. So make sure you guys are practicing speaking English every day. I am from America. Thank you so much for asking where I'm from a state called Tennessee. I live in America. Also, guys, the next video we will improve the video quality. I know it was a little laggy, but we'll improve it and we'll work on it. So remember, A year from now, if you have not improved your English, guess what? It's going to be on you, because now you have the ability to learn English for free. Okay. There's no one that's going to be you can't blame anybody. You can't blame that you don't have money to take lessons. You're learning with me. You can't say I don't have native speakers. You have me, who's putting out videos every week, who's giving you the same lessons you would learn in a school. So that's what's super important. But as we end this lesson, are there any questions you have for me, Someone said, where are you now? I'm from America. That's where I live, but I do plan on traveling in the near future, especially to Southeast Asia, and doing some free English learning in those countries. I'll let you guys know when I'm there, so that we can do like some English meetups and things like that, like in Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, Malaysia, a lot of places like that. I'm going to really, really try to visit. And then also in South America, I'm going to try to do some things there as well. But is there any questions that you guys have for me as we keep going? Somebody said, thank you. You're so welcome. Let me know if you have any more questions. Comment them below as we're finishing this video. But I will eventually be in you guys' countries doing some free English learning for you guys. We'll do some meetups. We're partnered with some companies that have buildings, and we'll have some fun. And I will be doing that. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. I'll let you know. But for now, you're going to get to learn English with me 100% free online. And that's what's going to be fun. And that's how we're going to have a good time learning English. So are there any more questions you guys have? I'm going to give you guys maybe a minute or so to comment if you have another question. And I will be glad to answer any question you have about learning English or anything like that. Someone says, are we going to work on pronunciation? Yes. You'll get to hear me speak the words, and then you'll get to practice them yourself on doing that. Someone said, please come to Malaysia. I cannot wait. I'm so excited to come to Malaysia, try some Malaysian food. I've heard it's really, really, really good. I know me and my family are super excited to visit, and we're going to have a good time with you guys meeting up out there. We'll try to travel and hit the main cities, but even if we hit some smaller cities and some places, we'll make sure we hit as many places as we can to help you guys learn English. Someone said, good job. Thank you. So if there's no more question, guys, we're going to go ahead and end this live video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, the free English lessons every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I hope you guys have a great day.